Hello everyone, welcome again to the channel. Today I want to share with you this information and what is my opinion. This article comes from Fox News and is talking about the fight for rare earth minerals. This is in the context for the US military. So Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin will meet with Defense Minister Wei Fenghe in China, and the focus of the meeting will be on managing competition. What kind of competition they're talking about is the competition for resources. That's what it is. They say the competition is heating up between China and the US in the race for rare earth minerals, and these 17 metallic minerals make up almost everything electronic, including the US military's most important weapons like F-35 fighter jets, M1 Abrams tanks, surface-to-air missiles, handheld radios, and everything in between. China currently controls nearly 90% of the world's supply of rare earth minerals, and if the supply chain for these minerals fails, planes will stop flying, tanks will grind to a halt, and the US military may have trouble communicating. So because of this, it is proposed the Reshore Act, and this legislation will create a larger stockpile for the US military, along with creating more incentives to mine these minerals in the US. So that's the main thing. If China were to cut off the US from these resources, the current Department of Defense stockpile will last under a year. Production and mining of these materials in the US is highly limited due to heavy environmental regulations. And so they are saying that the US has the ability to build the technology to process these minerals in the US, and that it could be superior to what is being done in China. It be superior because it will have regular regulatory oversight and better technology that will be forced because of the environment here. And this is the last part. It says China's push for self-reliance starkly contrasts with America's increasing dependence on imports, including in supply chains critical to national security, such as rare earth minerals and semiconductors. So, in summary, what is the situation? China is producing this, and that wouldn't be in itself a problem. Problem is that producing this in the US currently is more expensive because of regulation. It's not that these minerals are not present in the US, it's just that it's not cost effective to do it. But they are seeing somehow the need to be self-reliant somehow on this aspect because of security concerns or defense concerns, as they call it. But the US military has not much dealing with defense and a lot with attack and offense. So let's take a little bit more information about this. So this is probably one of the most important parts about this situation, is that China will be increasing domestic usage that will ultimately catch up with production capacity. What this means is that it will come a point where China uses all of its production, and it will suddenly, or maybe not so suddenly, stop completely exports of these materials because they will use all of them and probably will start even importing some. So when this point comes, the US will need to find some other countries, so some other sources that are not from China, and that's what they are saying here. And the lead time required to begin mine production is significant enough that demand will continue to outpace supply in the near term. So this is also important because the prices go up and up and up. And considering the fact that extracting these minerals in the US is not cost effective, maybe we'll reach a point where it's so expensive that it will become cost effective to mine these materials in the US. That's my speculation. So they are mentioning here the 17 rare earth elements. 15 of them are in the chemical group called the lanthanides, and there is yttrium and scandium. And the lanthanides consist of lanthanum, cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, and lutetium. And these minerals are somehow abundant on the earth, but the process to extract them and make them available is what is expensive and difficult to do. And these kind of minerals can be found in two kinds of mineral deposits. One of them is called bosniacite and the second one is called monazite. These bosniacite deposits, the most abundant source, are in the United States and China. And the monazite deposits are abundant. The second place where they are abundant is in Australia, South Africa, China, Brazil, Malaysia, and India. So this is the current international situation. And how are they used? They are used in different things, going from electric vehicle batteries, magnets for electric vehicles, wind turbines. Another one is used also for magnets and is used in efficient lighting, solar cells. So the uses are probably endless, and they are just here mentioning some of them. And here is something else they're mentioning. This is in the context of the minerals that are used for the defense and military systems. So they are used mainly in permanent magnet materials, and neomagnets as well, and many other things, but mainly in magnets. And these are essential elements to many military weapons systems. So this is why they are critical for the United States Department of Defense. So that is the current situation, and it seems like in the short term will continue to become critical, and in the long term probably will become even more critical as China reaches the point where their internal demand will be equal or even higher than their capacity to produce these materials. So that's my opinion on this particular subject. I thought it was very interesting. Let me know what you think, and as always I ask you to like this video, share it in social media, subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you again very soon, and thank you for watching.